I am Jarvis, your storyteller. Welcome to the Science Fiction Exploration. If you like the story, please subscribe to our channel.
First Contact. The vast expanse of the Andromeda Arm stretched before Admiral Krellax, his multi-jointed appendages carefully manipulating the navigation controls of the Zorian scout vessel Quantum Probe. For 3 standard galactic cycles, his reconnaissance mission had been tracking the enigmatic human civilization, a species that had mysteriously appeared on the interstellar stage mere decades ago. The reconnaissance. Krellax's crystalline exoskeleton shimmered with intricate bioluminescent patterns, a subtle display of his growing frustration. The Zorian collective prided itself on comprehensive intelligence gathering, yet humans remained an infuriating anomaly. Their technological progression defied every known pattern of galactic civilization development. Preliminary scans inconclusive, muttered Navigator Vri, their sensory tendrils intertwining with the ship's neural interface. Human communication networks demonstrate unprecedented complexity. Multiple parallel communication channels. Quantum encryption beyond our current decryption capabilities. The bridge of the quantum probe hummed with nervous energy. Junior analysts exchanged concerned glances, their bioluminescent patches flickering with uncertainty. Humans were an unknown variable, a species that had expanded from a single planetary system to multiple sectors in less than a human century. Unexpected observations. What made humans truly perplexing was their approach to technological development. Most advanced civilizations followed predictable trajectories, linear progression, specialized technological branches, gradual expansion. Humans seemed to operate differently. They didn't just develop technology, they reimagined it constantly. Krellax reviewed the latest data streams. Human research publications showed simultaneous advancements in seemingly unrelated fields. A single research paper might contain breakthroughs in quantum mechanics, biological engineering, and artificial intelligence, all within the same document. Analyze communication pattern Delta 7, Krellax commanded. The holographic display erupted with complex data streams, human internet communications, scientific exchanges, even what appeared to be creative collaborative platforms. The unexpected transmission. Suddenly, the ship's communication array sparked to life. An unexpected transmission cut through their advanced screening protocols, something that should have been impossible. "Greetings, unidentified vessel," a calm voice said in perfect Zorian dialect. "We've been expecting you." Vria's sensory tendrils froze. "Impossible. Our cloaking technology is absolute. No species should detect us at this range." The transmission continued. "This is Dr. Elena Rodriguez, Earth Interstellar Research Coalition. Your quantum resonance signature is quite distinctive. Might we discuss your mission objectives?" Krellax felt something unprecedented, a sensation the Zorian language didn't even have a word for. Humans had not only detected their supposedly undetectable scout ship but had also prepared a welcome. The first challenge. Response protocol? Vri asked, mandibles clicking nervously. Krellax hesitated. The Zorian First Contact manual had hundreds of potential scenarios. This wasn't in any of them. Humans were supposed to be primitive, fractured, technologically inconsistent. Yet here they were, calm, direct, seemingly unconcerned about a potentially hostile alien vessel in their stellar neighborhood. Maintain communication, Krellax decided. But minimal disclosure. Little did they know, this moment would become a pivotal point in galactic history, the first real interaction between the Zorian collective and humanity. An interaction that would challenge everything the Zorians believed about technological progression, strategic thinking, and the nature of intelligent life. The quantum probe hung in space, a silent witness to the beginning of an encounter that would reshape the understanding of 2 very different civilizations. Escalation. The Zorian High Council chambers pulsed with an unusual tension. Holographic displays flickered with intercepted human communications, each transmission more perplexing than the last. High strategist Zorn AK stood at the center of the circular chamber, his multi-segmented body casting fractured shadows across the luminescent floor. The intelligence dilemma. The quantum probe's report defies all our established protocols, Zorn AK declared, his voice resonating with a mixture of frustration and growing concern. Humans are not just detecting our reconnaissance vessels, they're anticipating our movements. Diplomatic coordinator Nexila adjusted her neural interface, projecting fragments of human data streams. Their information networks are unlike anything in our galactic archives. Multiple independent nodes, decentralized communication, instantaneous knowledge transfer, it's as if their entire species operates like a living, adaptive intelligence. The council members shifted uncomfortably. The Zorian collective was built on hierarchical knowledge structures, precise information flow, and centralized decision-making. Humans seem to thrive on chaos, innovation, and unpredictability. Unexpected complexity. A holographic replay showed Dr. Elena Rodriguez's initial transmission. Each time they analyzed it, new layers of complexity emerged. The human had not just detected their scout ship, she had provided a detailed analysis of the vessel's quantum resonance, technological capabilities, and even projected potential mission objectives. They're not just observing, Nexila noted, they're engaging in active dialogue while simultaneously gathering intelligence. Zorn AK's primary sensory cluster pulsed with an emotion closest to human anxiety. The initial reconnaissance mission was supposed to be a simple intelligence-gathering exercise. Now, it threatened to become something far more complex. The Human Response Network. Intelligence reports continued to pour in. Human research institutions were already collaborating, sharing preliminary analyses of the Zorian encounter. Universities, private research centers, and government agencies were working in a seamless, almost organic network. Look at this, a junior analyst projected a complex web of human interactions. Within hours of the initial contact, they've generated multiple theoretical frameworks about our potential technological and biological characteristics. They're crowdsourcing first contact protocols. Zorn AK found this particularly disturbing. In the Zorian system, such sensitive information would be carefully controlled, meticulously filtered through multiple bureaucratic layers. Humans seem to operate on a principle of radical transparency and collective problem-solving. Strategic uncertainty. The High Council was divided. Some advocated for immediate aggressive action, a preemptive strike to neutralize this unpredictable species. Others argued for more comprehensive intelligence gathering. We cannot classify them using our existing xenological models, Nexila argued. Humans demonstrate simultaneous traits we consider contradictory. They are individualistic yet capable of unprecedented collective action. Technologically inconsistent yet rapidly adaptive. A new transmission interrupted their deliberations. It was another message from Dr. Rodriguez, this time accompanied by a comprehensive data package. The unexpected invitation. Greetings, Zorian Collective, the transmission began. We recognize the complexity of our first interaction. We propose a formal diplomatic exchange to address any concerns or misunderstandings. The attached data was staggering. Detailed proposals for communication protocols, potential collaborative research areas, and even preliminary cultural exchange frameworks. It was not just a diplomatic overture, it was a meticulously prepared invitation to meaningful dialogue. Zorn AK felt something unprecedented, a mixture of respect, confusion, and a growing sense that the Zorian collective was facing a species that defied all their established understanding of intelligent life. Prepare a response, he commanded, but proceed with absolute caution. As the council chamber hummed with nervous energy, no one noticed the subtle shifts in the holographic displays, hints of human networks already analyzing, adapting, preparing for whatever response the Zorian collective might generate. The game of first contact had only just begun, and humanity was already several moves ahead. Miscalculation. The Zorian military research station Omega-9 hummed with an unusual undercurrent of tension. Admiral Kreltor stood before a massive holographic display, his crystalline exoskeleton reflecting the shifting tactical projections. What had begun as a simple reconnaissance mission was rapidly evolving into something far more complex. Technological divergence. Analyze the human technological submissions, Kreltor commanded his lead research team. The hologram erupted with cascading data streams, technical specifications that defied conventional understanding. Dr. Varn-9, the station's chief xenotechnological researcher, manipulated the projections. Their proposed communication protocols are revolutionary. They're suggesting quantum entanglement communication methods that theoretically bypass our entire understanding of information transmission. The most disturbing aspect was not just the technological proposal, it was the collaborative nature of its development. The human submission came from a consortium of research institutions, private companies, and independent researchers. Each section of the proposal bore multiple signatures, representing a collective intelligence that operated more like a living organism than a traditional research team. Unexpected preparedness. A secondary analysis revealed something even more unsettling. The humans had already developed theoretical countermeasures to Zorian military technologies that were supposed to be unknown to any external civilization. They've generated predictive models of our weapon systems, Varn-9 muttered, mandibles clicking in disbelief. Not just generic speculations, specific, detailed projections with 87.3% accuracy. The diplomatic chess game. Admiral Kreltor reviewed the intercepted communications. The humans were not just preparing for a potential conflict, they were actively working to prevent one. Diplomatic channels, scientific exchanges, cultural outreach programs, all designed to create multiple layers of communication and understanding. They're fighting a war before a war can even begin, he observed to his second-in-command, Commander Relax. Not with weapons, but with information, understanding, and preemptive collaboration. Technological paradox. The research team continued to dissect the human submissions. Each layer revealed new complexities. A proposal for quantum communication included margin notes discussing potential ethical implications. A technical specification for energy transfer included references to environmental sustainability. A weapon system design contained built-in fail-safes that prioritized minimal collateral damage. They designed technology not just for functionality, Varn-9 explained, but with inherent moral considerations. It's as if their technological progression is fundamentally linked to their ethical evolution. The unexpected vulnerability. As the Zorian leadership deliberated, they failed to recognize their growing vulnerability. By focusing on the humans as a potential threat, they were missing the true nature of human capability, adaptability, collective intelligence, and an unprecedented approach to problem solving. A new transmission arrived, not from official diplomatic channels, but from what appeared to be a global human research network. We've detected potential misunderstandings in our previous communications, the message began. We propose a comprehensive knowledge exchange to address any concerns and explore mutual understanding. The critical moment. Commander Relax looked troubled. They're offering transparency when we expect subterfuge. Collaboration when we anticipate conflict. Admiral Kreltor remained silent, the holographic displays casting shifting patterns across his exoskeleton. The humans were presenting a completely different paradigm of interaction, one that the Zorian collective was ill-equipped to comprehend. In the vast research station, surrounded by the most advanced technological systems in the known galaxy, the Zorian leadership was about to make a critical miscalculation. They saw humans as a potential threat to be understood and potentially neutralized. They did not yet realize that humans were already several steps ahead, transforming the very nature of the potential conflict before it could even begin. The miscalculation was complete. And humanity was just getting started. Turning point. The Global Integrated Response Center in Geneva was unlike any military command facility in human history. Dr. Marcus Rodriguez, no relation to Elena from the initial alien contact, stood at the nexus of humanity's most critical operation. Screens surrounding him displayed a complex web of information, diplomatic channels, scientific analyses, military preparedness, and something entirely new. The collaborative defense. "We're not preparing for war," Marcus explained to the gathered international experts. "We're creating a comprehensive systems response." The room represented a microcosm of human potential. Military strategists sat alongside quantum physicists, environmental scientists worked with diplomatic experts, and artificial intelligence specialists collaborated with sociological researchers. This was humanity's true strength, the ability to break down traditional barriers and create holistic solutions. Technological convergence. The Zorian Collective had been monitoring human communications, believing they were gathering intelligence. In reality, humans were deliberately constructing a multi-layered response that defied traditional military doctrine. Marcus manipulated a holographic display showing multiple interconnected systems. "Our defense is not about weapons," he explained. "It's about adaptive intelligence, collective problem-solving, and transformative potential." The unexpected strategy. Quantum communication networks developed by competing tech companies were suddenly integrated into a global defense grid. Open-source research platforms became intelligence-gathering tools. Social media networks transformed into real-time analysis systems. A young programmer named Kai Chen, who had been working on distributed computing models, found her research suddenly becoming a critical component of humanity's response. Her algorithm for adaptive network resilience was now being applied to potential alien communication scenarios. Breaking traditional limitations. The Zorian leadership had expected a hierarchical response, a centralized military strategy, clear command structures, predictable communication channels. Instead, they faced a living, breathing network of human intelligence that shifted and adapted in real time. "We're not just defending," Marcus told his team. "We're demonstrating an entirely new approach to interstellar interaction." The psychological warfare of collaboration. Unbeknownst to the Zorian Collective, humans were conducting a form of psychological operation unlike any in galactic history. By being completely transparent, by showing unprecedented levels of collaborative potential, they were fundamentally challenging the Zorians' understanding of conflict. Diplomatic channels remained open. Scientific exchanges continued. Cultural sharing platforms expanded. It was as if humanity was saying, "We are not just prepared for conflict, we are prepared to transcend it." A subtle transformation. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, who had initiated the first contact, now led a unique research initiative. "Our strength," she often said, "is not in our ability to fight, but in our ability to understand, adapt, and grow." The Zorian monitoring systems captured fragments of human communications, discussions about potential cultural exchanges, collaborative research proposals, even preliminary plans for joint exploration initiatives. These were not the communications of a species preparing for war, but of a civilization preparing for something far more profound. The critical moment. As the Zorian leadership continued to analyze and debate, humanity was already several steps ahead. They were not just responding to a potential threat, they were reshaping the very concept of interstellar interaction. Marcus Rodriguez looked at the complex display of global human networks. "We're not just defending our planet," he whispered. "We're demonstrating a new model of existence." The turning point had arrived. And the Zorian Collective was about to learn that humanity's greatest weapon was not technology, not military might, but its unprecedented capacity for collective imagination. Reckoning. The moment of truth arrived not with the thunderous clash of battleships, but with a quiet transmission that would reshape galactic understanding forever. The final transmission. High strategist Zorn AK stared in disbelief at the holographic display. The transmission from Earth was unlike anything in Zorian historical records, a comprehensive invitation that was simultaneously a challenge, a peace offering, and a profound philosophical statement. "We understand your initial approach," the message began. "Reconnaissance. Caution. Fear of the unknown. What you fail to comprehend is that our differences are not a threat, they are an opportunity. Beyond conflict." The human response was a masterpiece of strategic communication. It wasn't a declaration of war or a threat. It was an elaborate proposal for mutual understanding, technological exchange, and collaborative exploration that simultaneously demonstrated humanity's preparedness and its desire for peaceful interaction. Dr. Elena Rodriguez, now leading the Global Interstellar Dialogue Initiative, had crafted a response that was part scientific proposal, part philosophical treatise, and part cultural exchange program. The unexpected resolution. Marcus Rodriguez's global network had prepared multiple contingency scenarios. But this was beyond any prepared strategy. Humanity was offering the Zorian collective something they had never encountered, a complete reimagining of interstellar relations. The proposal included collaborative research platforms, open-source technological exchanges, cultural sharing initiatives, mutual defense protocols that prioritized prevention over conflict, a framework for collective galactic exploration. The true strength revealed. The Zorian leadership realized, too late, that they had fundamentally misunderstood humanity. This was not a species to be conquered or feared. This was a civilization that transformed potential conflict into opportunity. Kai Chen's adaptive network algorithms, initially developed for distributed computing, now formed the backbone of a revolutionary communication framework. What the Zorians saw as technological vulnerability was actually an unprecedented strength, the ability to adapt, integrate, and grow. A new paradigm. "We do not seek to defeat you," the transmission continued. "We seek to understand you. Our strength is not in our weapons, but in our capacity for empathy, innovation, and collective growth." The holographic displays in the Zorian Command Center showed something impossible, a complete tactical breakdown of their initial invasion plans, created not as a threat, but as a collaborative analysis of potential misunderstandings. The philosophical breakthrough. Zornake felt something unprecedented, a complete restructuring of the Zorian understanding of intelligent life. Humans were not just a species to be studied. They were a transformative force that challenged every existing concept of civilization, conflict, and cooperation. "We invite you," the final part of the transmission read, "to join us in exploring what we might become together." The moment of choice. In that singular moment, the Zorian collective faced a choice that would define their species' future. Would they continue with their traditional approach of hierarchical control and cautious expansion? Or would they embrace the human model of collaborative, adaptive existence? The transmission hung in the space between civilizations, an invitation, a challenge, and a promise. Humanity had not just